Disney Princess. Noteworthy Notes. There's so much to see at the Invention Convention. Belle joins the big crowd around the first prize display. May I please have a volunteer to help me demonstrate how my machine works? Asks the inventor, a girl named Simone. Belle eagerly raises her hand. Simone tells Belle to drop a handful of leaves into the machine. With a whir and a crunch, out pops a sheet of writing paper. Then another and another. What should we do with all this paper? Asks Simone. Let's write a message that will make someone smile, suggests Belle. Belle and Simone write a note to the village florist. It says, "Your roses are red, your violets are blue. Our village is beautiful, thanks to you." The girl's note to the bookseller says, "A daffodil's yellow and peonies are pink. Your books make us laugh and cry and think." Belle writes a note for her father. "Petunias are purple, lilies are white. The thought of your smile sets my heart alight." When the sun starts to set, the girls pack up to go home. "I'm so glad I met you, Simone," says Belle with a smile. "It's always good to make a new friend," agrees Simone. "Oh, and Belle, I left a special note for you with your father." Back at home that night, Belle reads Simone's note. It says, "Sweet flowers bloom in every hue, but none are as sweet as a new friend like you." Disney Princess. A princess helps. Princess Jasmine's life seems dull sometimes. She must stay within the palace wall, with Raja the tiger as her only companion. One day, Jasmine finds Jafar scooping envelopes off her father's desk. "What are those letters?" Jasmine asks. "Silly complaints from the people," Jafar replies. "A princess shouldn't be bothered with them." "A princess should have responsibilities," Jasmine says. As she paces around the garden, Raja nudges her playfully. There is a letter in Raja's mouth. The letter is from a villager who is upset that the town square is falling apart. The palace wall is too high to see the town square. Jasmine tries to look over, and tries again. "I have an idea," Jasmine says. She throws her scarf over a high tree branch and holds one end of it. When Raja pulls the other end, Jasmine is lifted off the ground. From the branch, Jasmine sees the town square. It's definitely falling apart. Now she has another idea. Father, I believe that Agrabah needs a marketplace, Jasmine tells the Sultan. However would we pay for it? Jafar interrupts. Well, my jewels could fund this project for the people, offers Jasmine. A princess shouldn't give up her jewels, Jafar sneers. Oh, but a princess should care more about people than jewels, the Sultan says proudly. And Agrabah should have a marketplace. Now, Jasmine reads all of the people's letters. When the new marketplace is ready, Jasmine sees the happy people and smiles. A princess should help, she says. Disney princess, best friend. Tiana and Charlotte are the best of friends. They would love to find new ways to spend time together. I know, we'll go shopping, says Charlotte. Please. Charlotte tries on dress after dress after dress. Those look swell, Lottie, says Tiana. We should get them and go. But we need one for you, says Lottie, holding up a fancy frock. Thank you kindly, but I like the dresses I already have, says Tiana. Now I better hurry to work. Goodbye. Charlotte and Tiana still want to spend time together, but shopping was only fun for Charlotte. Since I'm so busy at the restaurant, why don't you come help me make beignets? Tiana suggests. We'll cook a few beignets at a time, Tiana explains. Let me do it, Charlotte says. When Tiana steps out, Charlotte drops the dough into the hot oil. All of the dough. Tiana smells smoke and comes running. Charlotte, are you all right? She asks. Oh no! It's no use, says Charlotte. We'll never find something we can do together. After a few days, the friends miss each other terribly. Tiana has an idea. She sends a message to Charlotte to meet her in town. I found the perfect thing for us to do, says Tiana, pointing to the theater marquee. That was amazing, says Charlotte after the final bow. I knew we'd find something we agree on if we just kept trying, says Tiana. I'm glad we're best friends. And I completely agree, says Charlotte. Disney Princess, a magical ride. On a stormy day, Merida reads a Highland tale about a magical water horse called a Kelpie. When the sun comes out, Merida rides Angus toward the forest. A flash of gray catches Merida's eye. Angus stops in his tracks. Quietly, Merida and Angus enter the woods and step into a clearing. A magnificent, shimmering gray horse stands before them. Are you lost? Asks Merida. Or are you magic? Slowly, she approaches the horse. She swings onto the gray horse's back. He bolts, but Merida is not afraid. bridle hanging from a tree, but she can't reach it. She must get the gray horse to stop. Angus, help, calls Merida. I need that bridle. Angus grabs the bridle in his teeth and gallops up beside the gray horse. He tosses the bridle to Merida, and at last she guides the wild creature away from the cliffs. You are my dear old loyal friend, says Merida to Angus. Then she turns to the gray horse. And you are my wild, new, magical friend. With a nod, the Kelpie runs toward the water's edge and disappears into the fog. Disney Princess, a lot in common. Snow White walks happily through the forest to meet her dear friends, the 7 dwarfs. A lovely cottage is just ahead. She steps inside, but instead of her friend's tiny table and 7 tiny chairs, there's a tremendous table and 3 gigantic chairs. Snow White looks at the enormous fire blazing in the hearth. Why, I must have taken a wrong turn, she exclaims. This isn't the dwarf's cottage at all. Just then, the door opens and 3 giants stomp inside. Snow White has never met a giant before. I'm sorry, she says. I let myself into your cottage by mistake. What a wonderful mistake, says the biggest giant. Will you please stay for tea? The next day, Snow White tells the dwarfs about having tea with her new friends. Giants are dangerous, says Grumpy. Snow White has an idea. She'll have a party and invite all her friends, old and new. When the guests arrive, she says, let's play a guessing game. I'm thinking of someone at this party. He lives in the forest. He loves spending time with friends. He has 2 eyes and 1 nose. Now, take a guess. Who am I thinking of? It's me! All the guests shout at once. Yes, says Snow White, it's all of you. I guess dwarfs and giants have a lot in common, says Bashful. And do you know what else you have in common? Asks Snow White. You're all my very dear friends. Disney Princess, finding a friend. Long before Rapunzel met Flynn or Maximus, or found her parents, she was a little girl who lived in a tower. Mother Gothel left her alone for days at a time. Rapunzel had butterflies, bees, and birds for company, but you couldn't call them true friends. Rapunzel thought, if I keep busy, maybe I won't need friends to be happy. So she tried painting, and baking, and gardening. She wasn't very good at any of those things. But Rapunzel kept on trying. One day, she noticed tiny tracks in the flour around her mixing bowl. What could be making them? Rapunzel wanted to know. She started sprinkling paint and flour and dirt around to see if the tracks would reappear. They always did. As time went on, Rapunzel wasn't any closer to solving the mystery, but she was getting good at painting, baking, and gardening. One day, as Rapunzel was reaching for a strawberry she'd grown, it changed color. The strawberry turned into a small green chameleon. "Hello," Rapunzel said. "Are you the one who's been leaving footprints?" The chameleon nodded. Rapunzel smiled. "My name is Rapunzel," she said, "and I'm going to call you Pascal. Do you like strawberry cake?" Soon, Rapunzel learned 2 things about Pascal. They're still true now that she's grown up. First, he is the best friend anyone could ask for. Second, a very small chameleon can eat a very big slice of cake. Disney Princess, a promise kept. Ariel loves to go whale watching. She can't wait to get to the deep ocean drop-off to meet her friends, the whales. Flounder asks where Ariel is going. Ariel knows Flounder is a little timid, but she thinks he'll like the whales. "It's a secret," she says. "If you come, I promise you'll see something amazing." Sebastian is practicing for a concert. "Ariel, you must stay and sing with us," he says when Ariel passes by. "I can't stop," says Ariel, "but I promise we'll be back in time for your encore." At the drop-off, the sea is empty. Where are the whales? Ariel wonders. "Whales?" says Flounder. "Like huge, enormous, gigantic whales? I'll see you later, Ariel." Just as Flounder turns to leave, the sea explodes in a flurry of bubbles. It's a mama and a baby whale. Ariel and Flounder watch the whales for what seems like forever. Finally, Mama and baby say goodbye, with a final splish and splash. "Wow," says Flounder, "you kept your promise all right. That was amazing. Can we go whale watching again?" "Of course," says Ariel. "But right now, I have one more promise to keep." Soon, Ariel and Flounder are back at the reef with Sebastian, singing one of Ariel's favorite songs.